Introducing the Paddy Power World Darts Championships.
Welcome back to Online Darts, everyone. We're here in the build-up for the World Championship final. Mace, first of all, before we get on to the action that's going to happen on that stage, what a 16 days it's been.
Yeah, it's been memorable. If you go far as back as, I don't know, O'Connor against Dobie, and then Mansell against Dolan. And then Cullen against Cross. Cross against Dobie. It's just been incredible. Humphries against Cullen. Yeah, they've been one after the other. It's just been immense. The only thing we're missing is a 9, but I've not even missed one this year.
Look, all the hype is around one 16-year-old boy. We've seen him up close at the Super Series, but even you, are you surprised how much he's taken it to the next level from when we saw him last at the Super Series?
No, at the opening show we did on TalkSport, they asked me who I fancied, and I said, well, I think Littler at least makes the quarterfinals. I obviously didn't anticipate Brendan taking care of both Anderson and Price en route, but he's taken his chances and he's performed very well. There's not a player that sort of walked off and gone, oh, well, I could have won it, or I could have done this against him. Up until playing Cross, he'd only just dropped at the most one set in each match, so it's not like he's dodged a few bullets, where his opponent has early on, and both of them came with a lot of hype coming here, and both of them delivered. Luke Humphries, without question, the best player on the planet the last couple of months. The results prove that. It's, again, not an opinion. The stats prove it, and he's they both deliver. They're both going to meet in the final, the Battle of the Lukes.
Yeah, you've seen just about everything in this sport. Is this the biggest thing that you've ever seen happen? It's certainly in modern terms of what he's done.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen anybody take to it as comfortably outside of MVG. But let's not forget, MVG had his struggles when he joined the PDC. He couldn't win a game anywhere. He was contemplating quitting and all sorts. So in the manner in which he's just taken to it, to a duck like water, I've never seen anything like it. And then if you put on top of that his level of performance, he has the best tournament average of the two players going into it, over 101. It's absolutely remarkable. He has the same amount of 180s as Luke. Yes, we know he's played one more game, but in playing that one more game, he's only played 3 more legs than Luke Humphries. That's how dominant he's been. He's played 132 legs. Humphries has played 129, yet they both hit 50-180. So he's, every metric I look at, he's on par with the way more experienced and at the moment way more successful Luke Humphries.
Fate, maybe, and statistics. I go back to Rob Cross when he won his first world title, dodged bullets multiple times. Michael Smith dodged a few as well.
Gazzy Price.
Maybe, just destiny that Luke Humphries goes and picks this title up.
Could well be. It could be the difference, a bit of getting a bit fortunate here and there on a few occasions, maybe the only difference between the two, but I can't ignore the manner in which Humphries disposed of Scott Williams last night. That was just, he was unplayable. He finished with 108 and change, but when he was hovering around that 110, 111 mark, he looked like he could do that all day long, and that's not a big concern for Luke, because we've seen him in a couple of games now in excess of 100, and listen, 102 beats 110. We know that, we've seen it many times, but it's a fascinating game. I've been asked all day who's the winner, and for me, darts is the winner, and darts has been the winner of this whole tournament. I'm not sitting on the fence. I can make a case for both. Gun to my head, I'd make it 55-45 in favour of Humphries, because he's been there and done it, and he's done it recently 3 times in the last 4 big tournaments he's played in. He's on an incredible unbeaten run, but so's Littler, going all the way back to the end of October. You can literally make a case. There's very little between them statistically, and it may come down to 1 or 2 elements, or maybe both. Getting a bit fortunate, where one may miss a couple of darts at a double for a set that's key, or one of them just goes. They're both streak players. They go on these phases of sort of sub 15 dart legs, and maybe it might be one of those little spells that separates them, but potentially it could be one of the all-time great finals.
You're almost going to go, Luke may miss and Luke may hit then, weren't you?
No.
Look, a lot of talk around Luke and the Premier League, and at the start of the conversation, it was like, no. But the manner of the performances, the way he's doing everything and the way he's dealt with everything, you can't hold him back, surely.
Well, last time we had a sit-down and a chat down at the Super Series, you asked me that question, and I suggested that maybe he had another year on the Challenge Tour.
Yeah.
Just to develop. Mind firmly changed because of the way he's dealt with this whole experience. He's ready. There's been no fallout. There's been no negative reaction to him in terms of how he looks and how he feels and how he speaks. He speaks well. He understands the position he's in. And I think he's ready, and I think he's in.
Who are your 8? As we're recording this before the final, what's your 8?
MVG, well, Humphries, MVG, Michael Smith, Luke Humphries, Chris Dobie, MVG. Who else? I've just written them down.
Right, so you're going, go the top 4. So Luke, MVG,
yeah,
Aspinall, and Michael Smith,
yeah,
all in.
Yeah.
So then the next 4, which are the picks?
Yeah.
Gezi,
yeah,
Luke Littler,
yeah, 2
to go. Rob Cross,
yeah,
Dobie or Wright?
Dobie
over Wright.
Yeah, by a mile. He's I think it'd do Wright good, do him a lot of good just to have a year off and just regroup maybe and try and work out what's going on with his game. Yes, he won the Europeans last season, but they set a precedent when Rob Cross won it and he was left out. So we know now that winning a tournament doesn't go out. Danny Norbert's shown us that. We've seen many occasions where that's cropped up. So I think if you ask the public, what people got to remember, the Premier League's different to every other thing that the PDs do. It's a branding exercise. It's a commercial side of their business, and they've got to give the punters what they want to see, and they want to see Luke Littler. Well, you ask them what they want to see. Look at the media attention. Look at the numbers Sky have done. The numbers they've done is unrivaled in recent years. So even our numbers on TalkSport, we've sort of, in some cases, 3 times our numbers that we had a year ago. So that's all the Littler effect, I think, and of course other players who've produced great performances and made it the exciting spectacle it's been. And he's ready. He's ready. Listen, there's the way he dealt with Barneveld the other day, the way he's dealt with Cross. You know, we're not talking about a 16-year-old boy. We're talking about an incredible young dart player.
Nice, absolute pleasure as always.
Introducing the Paddy Power World Darts Championships.